Ooh, yeah. Come on, boys. Play me something worth sipping to. Here we go now. All right. Welcome to American Whiskey, where we talk about two of my favorite things, America and whiskey. So grab a glass, grab some ice, drink it neat, drink it however the hell you want. Sit back, relax, and let's talk about where the hell this country's headed. Yeah. Cheers. All right now. That's enough, boys. All right, let's talk. Welcome back to Off the Wall Studios. As always, I'm your favorite fat boy host in the whole entire world. Guarantee it. Big Sturge. Over on the other side of the studio, we are not starting a strip club. No. It's just a new and improved lighting over in Off the Wall Studios on the other side there. Notice it's not over here because I'm afraid I will have a seizure. But we're with Dylan.
Whoop, whoop. Wait, there's no cops here.
Uncle Joey.
Hey, what's happening?
And, of course, we're going to go to the guy with no nickname whatsoever, but we're trying to get one to stick. So, Austin in the corn.
What's up, fellas? At the house tonight. Let's go.
Red, blue. That's because we love mother-freaking
America.
Attaboys.
And whiskey.
Attaboys.
And whiskey.
So sit back, relax, kick your feet up, grab a beer, grab a drink, grab a whiskey, grab whatever it is you're sipping on. Sit back, relax, and let's get started.
I was going to say sipping. We've been sipping, though.
All right, guys, welcome back to this Sunday. You named Sunday what, Dylan?
Sipping, what was it? Sipping something Sunday.
Sipping on something?
Sipping something Sunday. That's what we are today. We have been absolutely doing that since about 12-ish, maybe a little earlier.
Hey, Brian, Doug.
But slowly.
And Sean, how's it going, man?
What's
Hey,
happening,
boys.
Mr. Rigsby?
How's it going, everyone?
How we doing, boys?
Hi,
Can't
Sherry.
day drink unless
Hi,
you
wifey.
start at 9 a.m., boys.
Hey, you know something? We've been at it for a while. We watched the Reds lose 1-0.
That was kind of a bummer,
That
but hey,
sucked.
you can't win them all.
So, Uncle Joey,
Yes, sir.
how do you feel sitting in your new spot over there?
Man, I feel we're getting professional up in here.
You didn't even notice I moved your Michigan bobblehead.
I know.
No, he moved it back.
I put it back.
No, so he did that because it wasn't anything we were doing wrong.
It
Yeah.
fell off your
just,
desk.
It just keeps falling off, so we're
Isn't
like,
that
we don't want to
weird?
break it.
I'll tape it down. Don't worry.
I just didn't know how important it was, to be
No,
honest.
he didn't want to break it.
No, that's
like,
all good.
Honestly.
No, it was cheap. It's all
Okay, good. So I can break it.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, that was an accident.
Look, you guys should not hate. I have an Orlando Pace helmet on my desk now.
You do.
so-
And you brought over, what was it? Was it a Bobby Hornsby?
Yeah, no, you have a Bobby Hoying jersey now, a signed
Hoying.
Bobby Hoying jersey.
What'd
hanging
I
in the
say?
studio.
Hornsby?
Hornsby, Hoying.
Whatever.
Brian's horny.
Yeah, that's
Anyway.
what, yeah. So he even brought that. So Uncle Joey's not hating at all. He's and actually you have a nice former Buckeye jersey behind you. Nobody can even see it. That
I know.
sucks.
We'll have to figure something out with that. I thought about
Yeah.
that
They
too.
can see it, but who is that behind you?
That would be the one and only Curtis Samuel.
Yeah, that's a good player. Right
I really hope he's
there. He's coming out this year.
man, he needs to. His injuries, but he's such a good.
He's an athlete.
He's
man.
an athlete.
He is.
We're stacked at receiver. Just can't do nothing with him.
I agree. So what do we do first before we get started?
What are we sipping on?
It only took us a whole year to get Uncle Joey to realize what we do when we first get started. I will get started. We'll have a few opportunities of drinks tonight, but I'm going to do the one that I've been sipping on all day today. It's been very old Barton 86 proof with Coke Zero. So that's what I've been sipping on all day today with a few Coors Lights. Dylan, what have you been sipping on today?
I've been sipping on some Watershed and a good old Coors Light.
So, Dylan, quick question. Watershed opinion. You like it?
Oh, I've been smashing that
today.
bottle.
Hell yeah. All right, we're good.
All right. So, Uncle Joey,
Yes, sir.
what have you been sipping on today?
Uncle Joey's been drinking a lot of water today. I've been kind of busy. I just did a move over to Columbus and back, and I had some water and some lemonade. But now I have a nice cocktail, which would you like me to start?
I did like what we're doing here. We do have some listeners here, so do we want to shout them out, Uncle Joey, real fast?
Let's shout out Doug Ketterman.
Brian Dunaway, how you doing, brother?
Yep.
And Sean Rigsby.
And my lovely wife, Mrs. Sherry Kendall.
I see more than that. That's weird.
Hold on, you might see more on Austin.
We got Dean Cummins here.
Hey, Mike.
I'm
How you
listening
doing?
and I'm watching.
We
and
appreciate
I am
each and every one of you, by the way. It means a lot to us. You guys take a time out of your Sunday evening
Hey, Frida.
and hang with
Or
the boys.
Freya.
Oh, that's his dog. Freya's watching
Hey,
too.
Freya. All right, so Uncle Joey, go ahead and kick this shit off.
What are we drinking, Uncle Joey?
Well, as soon as I got back from Columbus this evening, I got a text message that Anthony would like to drink old fashions tonight.
Yes.
So I grabbed my
Never.
my on the road kit. I'm on this agave syrup right now, man. I really like how the agave blends well with the bourbon and the bitters. So I brought my agave syrup, some chocolate bitters, and some aromatic bitters, and got a nice little concoction. And the boys have a smoker, a cocktail smoker. So we're having smoked old fashions this evening, and I've used the very old Bartons. I believe this is an 80 proof solid bottle.
86.
86. We talked about this bottle before.
Very old. Barton.
Very good, very old Barton.
Hey, guys can laugh all you want, but it's if I had to put that up to other bourbons, I could.
It's one of Anthony's favorites. I will
Yeah.
say that. He's asked me to look for it when I go down to Kentucky. So
You always bring me back so
So,
many bottles. too.
have you guys taken a sip of this yet?
yes, I really
No,
liked it.
I haven't. I've been waiting patiently like I should.
I just took the first sip just
So-
now.
All right, Uncle Joey, who do you want to talk about it first?
Well, can I go first since mine's almost gone?
Yeah. Yeah.
I really enjoyed the smoked old fashioned. We kind of trialed and errored it. Anthony's was smoked the least. Dylan's was smoked the second least, or the middle, and then mine was smoked the most, and I like it. So I think the 8-second, Dylan, 8 to 9 might be
Right.
Yeah, it gives it a good smoke flavor. I'm a fan of it. It's got, like Anthony always says, campfire or barbecue. I'm not always a huge fan of that, but I think with this sweet and the old fashioned, I kind of like that smokiness. So I give this drink a nice. I'll be honest, this is a 10 for me. This is a big hitter. We'll definitely smoke some old fashions. And my son Dylan got me. Him and his wife Sage got me one at the house, and I haven't had a chance to get any chips. So now you guys are going to encourage me to go get my own set of chips and smoke my own at the house. So thank you.
All right.
Well, Austin will be right back, folks. He saw what we were doing. Now he wants a cocktail.
Okay.
So he's like, I'm going to go grab some ingredients for a cocktail real quick. But I think
Go
I would
ahead,
have to
Dylan.
agree with exactly what Uncle Joey just said. There's not very many times we rate stuff this high, but this deserves a 10.
Yeah, the smoke in it makes this drink. You could probably make a bad old
Really?
fashioned.
I haven't even tried it, guys.
Dude,
And
like,
Anthony, yours has the least smoke, so I'm afraid you may not. I don't know. I'm curious on how much smoke you're going to taste.
All right. Well,
from the ones we had last time to now, these were phenomenal.
have you had a better one in Springfield?
Not in Springfield.
Yes, Uncle Joey.
All right. Here I
Not
go.
in Springfield.
Here I
Make
go.
a mean old fashioned. I try, and I've learned. I used to go heavy on the sweet and heavy on the bitters. I think I've got
Wait. I just saw something. Anthony took a sip, went to put his glass down, and had to re-grab his glass because he's like, do I want to chug it?
I actually, if you're watching this, I actually grinned. I said, this is pretty fucking good.
Mike Glassburn, Stephanie Sturgeon. Thank
Happy
you for
birthday,
watching.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Big Mike. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Big Mike. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, brother. American Whiskey loves you.
We love you, Big Mike. We're going to drink some corn liquor just for you.
Oh, okay, there we go.
We cut out, my bad.
Sorry.
So, I'm going to talk about this drink right now because...
Go ahead.
Oh, Brian Dunaway said he hasn't had mine.
Hasn't had your what?
Smoked old fashioned.
Hey, I can't wait to have it. He's supposed to be coming in here. Am I right, boys?
Brian.
He said
Brian knows what he's doing.
the bartender said he's coming in sometime. So, all right. So
I'm
when
just an amateur, Brian.
I break this down for an amateur, it's the best in Springfield. So I will give you that. Can you list the ingredients for me real fast?
Simple syrup, a squirt, aromatic bitters, and some chocolate bitters. And I stirred it up. 2 shots of old Bartons, very old Bartons. Added ice, and then I smoked it.
You know what's interesting about the smoke? To me, if that's 2 shots of Old Barton,
Yeah.
to me, it's almost like the smoke takes away any type of burn, but it replaces it with the smoke, which is kind of like it's weird. It's like
It's good.
it's the smoke. I like this. I don't know how it would be. I don't know if I'd want it any more smoke because I'm
Okay, I'm glad you got some smoke then. Okay.
Yeah, no, I absolutely have this drink. was completely changed with that little bit of smoke.
Every time I take a drink, I smell campfire.
Yeah, I mean, it's glorious.
Yeah.
I mean, this right here, you want to talk about smoking a pipe or a cigar around a campfire and enjoying old-fashioned, this is the one.
I like it.
Uncle Joey doesn't even smoke cigars, and you probably smoke one with us.
Right.
It's an 8 out of 10 for me.
Nice.
It's an 8 out of 10. This is extremely solid. The problem is I didn't try it, so I should have waited, but the ice melted in mine.
Yep.
So that also probably...
Hey, drink that
help.
down. We'll make another.
Yeah, let's do that. Let me drink
Brian's
this down
getting
real quick.
fancy with us. He said, need a citrus layer.
And listen, true old fashions, they do the citrus, and but man, I'll be honest, Brian, I'm lazy. That's a lot of work, and we're down in the basement of the studio, and I would need an orange, a knife, a
We
cutting
need
board.
him to come in and do it, dude.
Brian, anytime, Brian.
Hey, Drew
like
Simpson said the big sturge and the boys.
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, Drew? So let me ask, Brian, since you're listening, you said we've talked about what's the one where you use egg whites? Was that a whiskey sour?
I believe
Yes,
so.
it can be.
Okay. I really want to try that. He said he's going to whip one of those up in the studio sometime. I really want to try how it's supposed to be. I've only just tried cheap mix, So,
Hey, Dylan,
but
have you swirled this around and shoved your nose in it yet?
No.
Please do.
Will you elaborate on what you're talking about, please, for the listener,
please.
before
We
I
don't wanna
shove
get
my
booted.
nose in anything?
The Glencairn glass that I
Boy.
poured you a little bit ago, will you please swirl that around and give that a sniff? And,
We're getting
and
booted.
give me the first thing that pops in your mind. I'm loving this right now.
What was that? Hold on.
It's buttered corn, dude.
That is.
Dude, this is a glass of buttered corn, ladies and gentlemen. Clear,
I smell butter with that.
delicious buttered corn in a glass.
That is weird.
Clog in your arteries. Like Grandma's Crisco.
Tucker Thompson, fantastic job, brother.
So Uncle Joey,
Yes, sir?
I'm going to pound this real fast, and I want one extra smoked.
All right, listen, let's get through the corn liquor, and then I'll make us another round.
I mean, that was chuggable.
Yeah,
So,
dude, mine's gone too.
let's go. Let's talk about Tucking Reds. So sorry, I'm trying to figure out where we're at here. I have a lot of drinks in front of me.
Yeah, I've been looking around like, what the fuck are we doing?
Someone just messaged me. Yeah, these glasses are pretty cool, guys. They're going to be cheap. They're just little beer glasses. So we're going to be getting a bunch of those made. But moving on, Uncle Joey, you got to go down to Yellow Springs to Tucking Reds.
Yes, sir. I did a little live thing the other night. I may have had a few shots of old granddad, as Tuck called it.
Couple.
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Now that I'm a little more lucid and can discuss this, man, that dude was cool as shit.
Who else was there?
The one and only moonshiner Matt Brown, his wife,
I know
Tucker,
Matt.
his wife, Matt Brown. I'll thank you very much for the Brazilian chokehold that you put me in. My throat's still a little sore, but I called it. I asked for it. Great story. I love you, brother.
He
That was
actually told
awesome.
me it was weak as hell.
No, brother. I tapped as soon as you clamped down, so we good. But dude, Tucker was awesome. We had a great time. Like I said, nothing but hospitality, nothing but a good time. He actually, I believe, at some point there was a lot going on, but I think he invited us down. I think he said he would love to have us down and set up down there. And
Yeah, he did.
yeah, so
Yeah, he's talking about distilling, I think, teaching us the ways.
these guys are, man, I'm telling you what, these guys are all very generous. Just meeting them, last couple months, we've kind of got introduced to these moonshine boys. They've been nothing but generous. We've been given a few offers to come, mash in and distill our own and hang right there with them. And I know Big Sturgeon myself, and I don't know about Dylan, but dude, that to me gives me like a funny tingly feeling. I don't know. I really didn't really think about much of moonshine until we kind of met these guys. Now I'm ready to process start to finish. I would love to stand in and get this going.
So Dean Cummings, or is it Cummins? I'm sorry, Dean
Cummins.
Cummins. He wants to know how long we'll be live. We'll be on here for a little bit,
Be on
buddy.
here for a minute.
Yeah, what's going on? And
I
then
just can't quit swirling and smelling this,
know.
dude. It's so good.
I believe I'm saying it correct. Ian Lowe, he states that the stainless barrel still in plate tower that they have at Tucking Reds came from Sean Rigsby and himself.
I
That's
believe that
cool.
was the keg.
Uh-oh.
That's a keg still. Yeah, he's got a keg still off
Very
to the
cool.
side, and then he's got a big still. Yeah, he's got a couple going down there.
That's pretty cool. I didn't. That's
Yeah,
So
that's something
that's
I did.
local. That's neat. So now this Tuckin' Reds here, what we're sipping on, what we're going to try here is called Corn Liquor, Likker Moonshine. This is the 375 ml bottle, 60 proof alcohol. Obviously, that means it's 120 proof.
120.
This is pretty interesting because you poured it in at Glencairn for me, and if I was drunk enough, I wouldn't be able to see that it's in there.
Yes,
It's
very
so clear.
very
So, Anthony,
clear.
did you do what he was saying? Twirl it around and then take a big sniff of it.
And the only
Yeah,
reason
yeah.
why, listen, we're going, we're highfalutin, got the moonshine in the Glens, but I wanted the smells, and I know the Glen
Yeah.
really captures a smell
No,
of
it does.
and it just amazes me the buttery popcorn I get out of this. And we've already sipped,
Anthony.
sipped on this, so we know what it tastes like. But
It does smell like buttery popcorn.
I can't
That's
wait to drink
interesting.
this again. Yeah, this
Yes,
will be
Put a
around our
little
third
bit in your
sip.
hands and smack it.
Go ahead, Austin. What'd you say?
Put a little bit in your hands, rub it, and smack it.
What does that do?
Nothing dirty, nothing crazy. Do it, and then smell it. Put it in there, just give it a little swirl, and then like kind of smack it, and then smell it.
Oh yeah,
Like it just makes the smell explode.
like I got corn on the cob on my hands. Edward corn on the cob hands. Is that what we
My
are?
hands ain't never been this clean.
Yeah,
There you
and my
go,
hands are
baby.
clean.
That's interesting.
So
Okay, I think Uncle Joey.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you,
no,
but you know me, I'm good at it.
no, we're good, brother.
So listen, man.
Yes.
I just thought you were the stupidest person I've ever met in my entire life,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and I don't think you have to smack your hand that fucking hard, Dylan.
Dylan's over here. I don't know what he
I
was
thought
doing.
he was doing something else there.
Yeah, I
but
thought-
no, there's a
It
couple
sounded pretty bad.
I thought somebody owed him money.
I'm like, you
Anthony-
definitely have a rash down there tomorrow, or
Anthony,
some type of rug
how's your
burn.
hand feel?
Yeah. So when Uncle Joey, I thought you were an idiot when you said twirl around the glass and just didn't really take a smell of it, like really just. And I did it, and I don't know if it's because you said butter popcorn, but I smelled it and I instantly smelled fresh butter popcorn.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
insane.
To me, it's just corn on the cob. It just smells like you've just rolled your corn in the butter, and it just. Tucker, you are the man. I tell you what. You ready, boys?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's put
do
this down. Come on.
Hey, I give this a 10 on smell.
Oh, that's definitely gonna be a sipper for me. I'm not putting
10 on
that
smell.
down.
Big chug. Oh, Dylan, that's smooth. Oh, Tucker.
But I will say this,
The
Uncle
burn
Joey,
is in the burn is in the right spot.
you have seen me drink moonshine like this and hate it. I did not hate this one. I'm just not a big moonshine drinker.
Chris Lewis, I will say this out loud. Dylan did not like Knock 'em Stiff, but
I loved it.
we love it. It's just I get why he doesn't like it. It's a little off for Dylan. He's
It tastes like, to me,
he's a bourbon
Knock 'em
palate,
Stiff tastes like a classic moonshine
but it's got a rye. It's to me
with a rye taste to it.
yeah,
Yeah,
we definitely we
This
both
has more.
agreed.
This has more of a flavor. I couldn't say which one's better because I'd probably grab Chris's more often because I get the more classic moonshine flavor. But
I think that's his 3 grains. I think that's what that is. I think the 3
Man,
grains.
could you imagine this in a Bloody Mary?
Ooh.
this corn liquor, man, in a Bloody Mary would be.
See, I'm not a huge
fantastic.
Bloody Mary fan. I've got a couple different ideas for this, but yeah,
We need to do it. I think this Tuckin' Reds.
I'm gonna drink it just like it is.
Here's something interesting, Uncle Joey. Before you got hooked up with them and all that, we actually had a bottle here.
Of Tuckin' Reds?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's that plastic bottle of bourbon.
That's where that came from?
Yeah,
Nice.
Grab it real quick and read the back.
it's right next to you.
Oh, yeah.
Show the camera.
Tuckin' Reds.
Can I be honest? Listen, that's some nasty stuff.
It's a mixer.
You ready for this though?
Yeah.
Smoothest whiskey I've ever drank.
Yes.
Oh, we all agree.
Yeah,
We all hands down agree.
There's
This
nothing
was
good about
so
it, but
smooth.
there's nothing good about it, but there's nothing terrible.
yeah. It's the weirdest like.
No.
It's like drinking Rite Aid fucking Dr. Pepper. I don't know.
I
Like,
forgot we talked about this, but we didn't hate it. Yes.
I thought Rite Aid was closed.
Yeah. But we all did. We were
That's
like,
the point.
but we don't hate it. It was so smooth. Brian
Yeah.
said the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was so smooth.
No, that's the thing. I'm not hating on it at all.
Right,
and
right.
plus, there's no way this is aged really.
No.
You know, this
Yeah.
was, but for I would assume a cheap bottle of whiskey and how smooth it is, you could put that in anything.
Yeah.
You can make anything out of that. And
I'm sure
it
it makes a damn good drink. Yeah, we'll have to do some mixing with it. Yeah, definitely.
Actually, this next smoky old fashioned, make that with it.
Okay.
That's what I want to use.
I can do that.
So, Austin, I know you're bringing something to the table tonight. I want to give you some time to talk about it.
Well, I don't have any wonderful moonshine or anything here at my house, but keeping in the ballpark of what's been our theme for the last few months here, farm and bottle. A little blast from our past. Trip down memory lane for listeners out there when we went out to Dayton Barrel Works, the Al Scholl's corn whiskey. So
yes. Anthony, you got a bottle of that?
I believe it
Yes,
does.
I do. I got it right next to me right now. I'm
yes.
sorry. I'm trying to answer some. Yep.
So,
Boom.
I think that was our first. That was our first distillery visit, I believe. Right.
It was.
That's the first one. We had. So, 100 proof. I believe they aged it. Talked about it before, but it's still the label they got on here that's like truest to the original one.
Yes.
No words on it. As a guard against fraud and to prevent imitation, see each bottle bears our trademark. Like it is for nutriment of corn and stimulant. Like they went back to the prohibition days of it being a medicinal product.
Right.
I really love the play of it. Again, it is an aged corn whiskey, but man, it's got that super. Obviously, it's corn, but it's super sweet. I wouldn't call it popcorn or corn on the cob, but this to me is if you go up to somebody selling corn on the side of the road, and as you walk up to the trailer, like you get that fresh corn smell. Like that's what I get from this.
Well, you know what? You're talking me into it.
He wants to drink it. He wants to drink it.
Away.
He popped the top.
You cannot pop this top. It's so classy looking.
Hey, Austin,
But,
this will be the only mention of this tonight. Are you paying attention to the draft at all?
Hey, no
MLB
baseball
now.
talking right now. We're talking whiskey here. So this
Hey,
portion,
America and baseball go hand in hand.
they do, but
brother.
we're in the middle
They
of a
do.
beverage.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We'll get to that
Nobody
later. That'll
watches
be
the
another
draft, Dylan.
episode or an offline conversation.
Okay, before we get to the
But
draft,
it-
Dylan, can we finish this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Austin, look
What
at
is it?
that. That looks like moonshine in there, don't it?
Yeah, I mean it's got a little bit of age to it because
A
they
little bit.
did still age it.
It
I
looks
don't
like
remember if
pee.
it said anywhere on there. I don't
age?
believe.
I don't think it does. Text or oh my gosh, it's who's the distiller there?
Where at in Texas?
No,
Indian Creek.
no. This was Dayton Barrel Works.
Oh,
Yeah, Dayton Barrel Works.
Tag
That was
him.
Bill. That was Bill.
Tag Bill Henderson.
Yeah.
So he sees this. But yeah, you're exactly right. It's like a very pale color. It's almost clear.
Bill Hockett.
But
Yes. I tagged him.
it does have a little bit of color to it. I actually got something out of that bottle. It almost looks like a piece of. Is it filtered?
It might be. I mean, mine's got a little bit of sediment into it, so it's
Yeah.
probably not a cold chill filter. It's definitely been
Somewhat.
aged.
Yeah.
Again, I don't see the age statement anywhere on it, but
All right,
on the
Dean,
side
there
of
you
it,
go, brother.
containing no poisonous drugs or other added poison, which just is funny as hell. I mean, that is, you talk about farm and bottle and what it is today. The roots that it came from were things like this. So
Yeah, and
this
what's-
is a very.
I'm
I think
sorry,
this is a
Austin.
very traditional corn whiskey.
Austin, if I remember right, during us hanging out with Bill, Dylan, I think you may remember, was he not close friends with Popcorn?
Yes, he was.
He was
Actually,
very,
he was. And correct me if I'm wrong here. Didn't he run for Popcorn?
He did.
Yeah,
He's got
that's what I thought.
pictures.
Yeah. Like
With
legitimate
he and
proof.
Popcorn
Yes.
sitting on the back of a truck.
Now, I'd be really interested in if this process is close to anything that you're a child, Uncle Joey.
Sorry.
Over there with the lights. No, but I would love to know, Bill, if this is something, that was brought up because of the popcorn, run in and the hanging out with him, if this was kind of, I guess, influence, would that be the right word? Was this influenced because of, by that, or?
So,
And that was
Anthony?
Anthony, that's one of the questions because of our conversation with Bill. I asked Tuck the other night of how long Tuck and Red's been in existence versus how long Tuck's actually been distilling. Because Bill talked heavily about it long before he was with Dayton Barrel Works and doing his his ambassador work for several other places that he mentioned. And he was running for popcorn. He was distilling on the side, illegally, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like I don't think there's ever, maybe there is one distiller out there, but I bet it's few and small of a distiller that actually, didn't start distilling a little bit in the background before they started, up in the industry.
I think we asked Chris Lewis the same thing. All these guys were distilling, little home kits long before they went legit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like these guys all got deep roots in it. Yeah, absolutely.
Dylan, what were you going to say about it?
And mute me if I start going overboard here, but during Farm to Bottle, I say we invite Bill on a little bit on the segment to speak on him and Popcorn's history and bring to light the moonshine and bring the whiskey to moonshine together.
If you haven't listened to that commercial, Popcorn Sutton still is going to be on display.
Yes. So I think it'd be cool.
Yes.
So I think it'd be cool to have Bill come on and talk about popcorn some more if he's interested in that.
Oh, yeah.
Has Dan, I don't know if we've asked Dan that question if Bill's going to be there, because Bill's not far from where I live.
Right.
Bill is actually probably halfway between Dan and I.
Somebody tag Bill.
It would.
Right
I did tag Bill in the comments, but I mean, it would be, in my opinion, it'd be a missed opportunity if we didn't get Bill there. Just because, like I said, I'm 30 minutes from Dan. Bill is 15 minutes away from me and 15 minutes away from Dan. So I think that's maybe something we need to circle back with Dan, ask him, maybe get Bill on the phone. But
dude, that was a fun interview too. Just a lot of. I'll never forget. Bill, you got me so drunk there. Like it was. It hit me, Uncle Joey. When you go to Dan or Dave Kelly's house. And you're sitting there on the empty belly, right?
Yeah.
And he just
Tuck and Reds Friday
he's
night?
like, I'm just going to give you a little bit. I'm going to give you a little bit. Try this. Hey, you know what? While you're here, try this.
Who's that sound like?
And yeah.
Let's get you one more drink, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could come to my house and I have one more?
So when we sat down, when we were at Dayton Barrel Works, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So when we sat down, how many bottles did he bring out, Austin?
Oh, Dayton Barrel Works? 12, 14.
We tried them all.
There were more sitting there that he was ready to pour.
Hold on. I'm going to get to that, Dylan. I'm going to get to that. Uncle Joey, these boys, I'm not going to lie, Austin and Dylan held it fucking together.
I was lit.
And it got to a point, Uncle Joey, where you've seen me get where I'm just getting spacey, dude. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah, you'll get huh?
Yeah,
what's
I'm like,
on?
whoa, I just got hit like a freight train.
There was a point where Anthony looked at me. He was like, I can't keep drinking or I won't be able to drive tonight. Did you even drink your absinthe or did I drink that?
No, I ended up drinking it. But so here's the funniest part. So Austin, what was that called? Was it like Skull Candy or something? It
was something to do with Key West. I thought I can't remember the name.
It was. He said
I thought we talked about Key West and the author, but I can't remember.
It was like a really
it was
devastating.
Are you talking about the
alcohol.
absinthe?
Yeah.
So that was a company down in Florida, like Austin's saying, that they made it for.
Okay. So that was my last drink, and these guys took it down like champs. Dylan looked at me. He said, "That is fucking hot, dude."
There's no sipping that. If you take a sip, you're not finishing it.
Austin took it in one drink, dude, and he just kept on talking. It got to me. I smelled it, took a little sip. Uncle Joe, you'd have been so disappointed in me. I was like, I don't want this. And they're like, you got to try it. You got to drink it. So I ended up drinking it, and I was literally pulsating in my mouth, dude. It was like, I was like, it was horrible, dude.
I thought it was pretty good.
So Dan puts on a party, dude. I'm telling you, it was a great time, man. And I'm going to go ahead. Sorry, Austin, for stealing your bit here, but you cannot talk about this and not tell the story about it.
Oh yeah, I love the just the way we trailed off there.
Oh,
that was awesome.
It was good. It was good.
To that point, Anthony.
Yes.
Dave Barrel Works now makes their own absinthe. It's called Gypsy Queen. It's 120 proof.
Why haven't we been there?
Anthony, is that glass empty?
Yeah.
Mine too.
You talking about for the old fashioned?
No. Your corn liquor.
Oh, that's been gone, bro.
Yeah.
There.
I've actually even been hinting mine. And
what do you think, Dylan? Seriously, let's talk about that.
I can actually drink this.
Did we rate this? Did we give our taste rating?
All right, what do we do here? Because Austin, we're in the middle of this one. And we're really
back like we talked about last week. We're back to fucking American whiskey. This is off the walls, uncharted. Like we're doing whatever we want.
So give it a rating. What you got? What you guys and Austin will go. Austin will go with.
So the first one I tried with you guys, I'm going off the wall for even more. The first one I tried with you guys, I absolutely rated a -5.
He did.
It was shit. I hated it. It was bad.
Chris is cool.
I like Chris. I don't even know Chris. But it was bad. Chris, it was bad.
And I get it. That's not Dylan's palate, Anthony.
This one,
I get it.
This one, I would rank a 6.
Ooh.
That's strong.
And you don't like moonshine.
And he does not like moonshine, ladies and gentlemen.
At all.
I can drink this.
Not even as a hand sanitizer.
Not as a handy? What?
He didn't like it during COVID either.
No.
No, but you don't even get it back.
I'm not even joking. If he's drinking this is good shit.
Uncle Joey, what's it rated?
10.
10, really?
Yep.
And this is Red and Tux?
Tuck and Reds. Corn liquor.
Austin, you're cut off.
I would say Knock 'em Stiff for me was a 10. This is probably...
Oh, Knock 'em Stiff was a 10. Well, I don't know what I gave it, but
this is probably like a 7, a high 7 and 8. Like, it's good. It's very good. I really want to... You're gonna do a smoke to this, right? You're gonna make me an old fashioned, Uncle Joey, with it.
With what, the Tuck and Reds bourbon?
Yes. I really want that.
Yep, we'll do that.
All right, so let's circle back Austin real fast and talk about what we're about to try.
What are we going to try?
We might as well try it. Right? Yeah, let's try it now.
Well, I already tried mine, so let me pour another.
Sorry.
I'm ahead of you.
Is that corn? Your corn liquor, Anthony?
I didn't have any fucking red. Uncle Joey just, treated me like the Monopoly man. Like, don't pass go, don't collect.
Sorry.
You're $200 pour. So.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
Did he just chug it?
Yeah. I took the whole shot.
Why did you do that?
Do it again.
I was a man.
He thought
do
it was
again.
Smooth,
No.
like Tuck and Reds. Obviously,
it's not.
It must have a little more of a bite.
Oh, it does. It's 100 proof. It's there because the Tuck and Red is what, 86?
120.
120, brother.
Is it 120? Okay, I thought it was lower.
No, bro, it's 120. It blows me away how smooth. The burn is in the right place too.
Tuck and Reds blows this. Like,
Tuck, your burn is in the right place. It hits you in the right spot.
Here's weird. Here's what's weird. The corn whiskey I like. I don't like the way it goes down. The corn liquor moonshine from Tuck and Reds. I like the way it goes down better.
Oh, it's delicious.
So, Bill, I really like this. This is fantastic, but it really went down hard.
It didn't compare. You were looking for a smooth, sweet corn.
Yes,
taste.
that's why I took the whole drink, because the corn liquor you could do that,
and that is not the case with that.
Don't do shots next time. Free tip.
Austin, that's a good point, brother. I don't. Can I be honest with you? When I put it to my lips, I wasn't thinking, and I just did. I just did it. You know what I mean.
You do what you want to do.
Sipping on it.
Just go for it. Hey, who went number 1, Dylan?
Paul Skeens.
Oh, is he the pitcher from LSU?
And then Crew went number 2.
Didn't I tell you that day and you lied?
No.
You argued with me?
Uncle Joey, come grab my glass real fast. Yes, you did, Dylan.
Well, I was elaborating on
Anthony,
it.
you can back me on this one?
I am backing you.
I did that day. What I'm saying is today, there were rumors that a high school outfielder was going to be number 1 pick.
But
I think he got
Uncle
drafted
Joey
number 1
to
for that fucking mustache he has.
Look at that. That's glorious. That is
right
a
there,
glorious
that
mustache.
it screams, I'm an American baseball pitcher.
Austin, I wanted to hit you real fast. When you go back and you have that moonshine that your buddy gave you, and you compare that to like a corn whiskey, because you're not sipping on what we're sipping on, obviously. But I just wanted you to kind of compare. Yeah. Although yours has that blueberry, but you had it prior to that too.
Yeah, I had 2 gallons of his straight 160.
Wow.
Flavor out of that, it was 160. There was no proofing down. What it came off the still is what I got it, and I had to get it out of the 2 milk jugs he gave it to me in, because if I didn't, it was going to melt the plastic.
So was it good?
Drinking that stuff straight 160. No, it was like absolute ether. Like there was no flavor. It was all burn. You got it as raw as it could be. That's why, I did. So I've got this one. This is a blueberry. Like I said, I got some wild blueberries, put them in here. I've got another one in the garage. I added peaches too. I got some cherries off a cherry tree from a friend. I put cherries in one. I will tell you though, I have packed his shine with everything under the sun I can get my hands on. They've all came out fantastic, and they all still proof at about 120, 130. So, I mean, they still pack a punch, but when you get that fruit in them, my God, do they just have some satisfying flavors.
Oh, so is that something I can do? Also, is that something you can do with moonshine? Does it have to be a certain proof before you just start throwing berries in it? Like, do you have?
Well, you don't want to proof. If you proof it down if it ends up getting too low in proof, bacteria and things like that can start entering it. Okay. So that's what you risk.
Okay.
70% is you're starting to get that point. So at 135 or 130, 120, these are 60, 65. They're starting to get borderline. You get down to 50, 55%, and you just let them sit out in room temperature, bacteria can start growing in them. So you've got to be careful, with that part of it. I keep all of mine refrigerated on top of keeping the proof up. But the blueberry one was one of the early ones that I did. It's to the point you really can't see it in this camera, but the alcohol is so strong, it is absolutely completely dissolved the blueberries.
Yeah, I want to try that so bad.
All right, guys.
The bottom half of this glass is just dissolved blueberries. The top half is shine and blueberry, liquid, but the bottom half is absolutely chunky it's just the alcohol pureed the blueberries.
So Dylan, real fast, I know you wanted to say something.
So there was a question by Dean, and
I knew you were
and I knew
I want to hit it too.
Anthony would want to hit on this.
I do. Everyone,
this is my challenge right now. The question is, Dean said, okay, so I have 1 pour left in my Whistle Pig. It's a 6-year. He said, I need a good one to grab that's on the shelf every day to get next week.
So
everyone say 1 bottle.
First, before we go there, I'm going to challenge Dean Cummins to come to studio.
Oh, I can get Dean here any day.
So, Dean, why don't you come over sometime? Uncle Joey and I will throw you down a little whirlwind of everyday bourbons. We'd love to do that. Uncle Joey's right here.
I would love to help you out.
He may not be at the desk, but
I can get
he's
Dean
right
here.
behind me.
I can get Dean here.
But with that being said, Dean, I think there's a lot of different whiskeys that you can go to a liquor store at any point in time, and that includes your Kroger liquor store. If you can find a Walmart liquor store, you can get yourself to a local liquor store, anywhere that sells, Ohio liquor. What the OHLQ, anything on there. Because you're going to go,
yes,
you got to be careful because, if you go to Kroger's on Dirt Road in Springfield, they'll have early times, but that's all they've got. It's a 60, it's 60 proof, So what you're going to do is go to a liquor store and you're going to look without being picky.
Yes.
So you've heard of Wild Turkey. Any of Wild Turkey's product is amazing. Uncle Joey and I just talked about that. So I think Dylan and Austin, would you agree? I mean,
Wild Turkey versus World.
Mostly.
Which one's not good?
My buddy and I picked up a bottle of their 12-year 101, and it is, in my opinion, it is not good.
Did you pick up that bottle, Uncle Joey?
It's not an everyday bottle that you can get, but we got one, and it was not.
That's autographed.
They're like a super dry oak comes out of the 12-year 101 that is just not enjoyable, at least to me. But I think Dylan, when you tried it, you said it was your favorite of the 4 we put in front of you blind.
And
So,
and it was kind of funny because Austin and Lee were like, "Of course, you like the bougie shit."
And I'm with you. It's I love it. That's a go-to for me.
Because I think that was my number one, and the Master Keep was number two.
I
right,
have
Austin?
So right behind me, I have a Wild Turkey 101 rye with Jimmy Russell. Anybody that doesn't know Jimmy Russell, Austin, you know who Jimmy Russell is.
If you don't know who Jimmy Russell is, click off of our podcast right now.
Yeah, just end our podcast now and go look up Jimmy Russell because he's somebody, if you want to learn about whiskey, he is the granddaddy of whiskey. He's the master distiller for Wild Turkey. He's a very awesome dude. I want to say most of the time he's there, right?
I think he lives there.
That's what I'm thinking.
Up there.
So that's one of the ones I want Austin and the other guys to hit too. So I don't want to just run them all out. But Uncle Joey Dean got me hip to Four Roses single barrel.
So my thing was everyone name their top everyday bottle.
Yeah. So that
bottle.
No, I'm going to give we can all give a couple. Dean needs some options.
I mean, I get that, but I'm saying he's going
Quality
next week.
House.
He's going next week. He's buying a bottle. Let's give him 4 options.
Quality
I was
House.
waiting on that, Anthony.
That's
if you got through the segment, didn't say Quality House. I was just hanging up. Like,
No.
nope, I'm done.
All right, so Dean, first option, Quality House.
Yeah.
Give us a price.
Turkey 101. Was
And
the
that's
other.
going to be.
He doesn't have a price
You're
range.
looking at for a 1
Dylan,
liter.
give us 2.
You're giving a 1 liter bottle for $12.
Give 2.
Give 2. Yeah, give the man some options.
I'm going to go James Pepper, 1776, or Watershed.
Watershed's good too, man. Uncle Joe,
And you're
get the
going to find
microphone.
that. And I'm assuming this guy lives in Ohio because if he doesn't, Watershed is not
I love
there.
that Dylan loves
Yes.
Watershed.
All right, now hold on. Come back over here. Give us 2 bottles that Dean should get.
I'm going to give you my Four Roses single barrel and Wild Turkey rare breed.
Yes.
There you go. So awesome.
And I've already got him hip to Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
Rare Breed's amazing.
I got him hip to
and
it.
Wineworks has it every week now.
Yes.
So Austin, what are some? Let's talk to Dean here. Let's get him in the liquor store, getting some bottles for every day.
Dean, I'm going to save your wallet, and I'm going to bet you dollars a donut. Both of these bottles will be in 99.9% of the stores you walk into. Number 1, Evan Williams Bottom Bond White Label.
Yes,
Oh,
we
I
forgot.
that one.
We always bring that up.
Can't beat it.
Austin's
Fuck.
a loser.
You have a bottle right there, don't you,
two.
Anthony?
Number 2, we're going to stick right with Bottom and Bond. It is a Rittenhouse Rye. Bottom Bond.
He's
2
bringing out
bottles,
some big ones, dude.
99.9% of the time you can find for the money. I will put those up against.
But Austin,
Anthony, I got to beat. Watch this.
Rittenhouse was not always relatively available.
Everyday buy here, Dean.
No, that's dog shit.
Oh, you can't get this
Okay.
every day. I'm sorry.
Every day buy at American Whiskey Studio, maybe.
Yeah. And he's real stingy with it. Like I wanted a glass of it the other day. He told me no.
Bullshit. Shut the fuck up.
So Uncle Joey,
He's actually tried that,
when
by
we
the way.
talk about everyday bourbons, it's funny because you used to make fun of me because every time we judge bourbon, Austin, I know you catch on to this too. I'm always judging it off of value.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
anytime that I'm going to decide what bourbon I'm going to get every single day, when I go into the store, I am basing it off of one thing only. First, well, 2 things. One, the value of the bottle and the taste of the bottle. So if the taste is good, but it's $60 and I can get something that's relatively similar to taste and I can get it for $12, $13, I'm going to go with that $13 every single time because that's an everyday drinker for me. And there's been a couple times where Austin or Jake has said, try to not put a money to it. Just give your honest opinion. I could give my honest opinion, but at the end of the day, if it ends up being an $80 bottle and it's a decent drink, like it's not worth it to me, So I always value that's why Quality House. You guys always make fun of me for it.
I love Quality House. You know it.
But we get it.
It's because it's so cheap. And here's what's unfortunate, Dean. Quality House now is not available at every liquor store.
So, Anthony,
Yes.
Jason.
I have some good news and some bad news.
Yes, sir.
Good news is, 2 good news. Good news is I have Quality House's older brother, the Heaven
The green
Hill
label?
Green Label here.
I want one
Bad
so
news
bad.
is, and there is only maybe 2 shots left in that. The good news is I have procured another bottle for $27.
Can Big Sturge buy that bottle?
We can make it a studio bottle and we can all share it.
That's perfect.
I don't want to isolate it to one person, but now that's dead.
Definitely, I'm glad you said that because, to be honest with you, brother, I would have isolated it.
Dylan, do you want to get on the game and bring it home because it is up in Columbus?
When?
I will get you in contact with the guy. I've already paid for it. You coordinate the exchange, bring it to Anthony's house.
I get off early on Friday.
Okay.
I could probably make that work.
I mean, I procured it like a month ago, so
Friday won't be a stretch.
You let me know and I'll be there. It doesn't matter what day of the week.
Or if you want Anthony to go get it, he just said any day of the
I'll
week.
come up there for sure.
Yeah. So we'll make that a studio bottle and we'll get in there and enjoy the hell out of it because
together.
Gentlemen.
Uncle Joey, what do we have here?
Well, Anthony.
Real fast before you say that, this comment on here is making me want to respond. Can I do it real fast?
Absolutely.
Uncle Joey. So Dean said, I'm going to be honest. I'm looking for taste, not money.
He means taste.
Okay, taste, not money. If something is cheaper but tastes better, I'm all right with that. Now, here's where I would disagree with you.
Elijah Craig, any bottle they have.
Yeah, like something can taste good to Big Sturge.
Yes.
There's things
it's
that
all palate.
I can tell you that say, I'm going to say, dude, this tastes delicious. But when you open your mouth and tell me it's $85, I want to know, does it taste like $85?
Yes.
There's a couple lines out there where I believe that they do. One of the Jefferson ones, actually, Uncle Joey, I think multiple of the Jeffersons are worth the money that they're asking. Woodford.
We discussed this the other day. Okay.
We did. So
go ahead and drop it on him. Give him the one that you can go. It's Four Roses, Woodford, and Jefferson.
So you've got Four Roses special. Is it or select? Or what is the?
That's single barrel select or something.
That one is like for bang for its buck.
Like $65. That's a great bottle.
But I'll tell you right now, Austin and I did a Cleveland distillery one time, and the bottle I bought was $100.
At Western Reserve or whatever.
Yeah, it was horrible. So the money does matter. So
it really does.
We're not flexing muscles or anything, but what I'm saying is you're going to drink whiskey that you bought for $90 that isn't worth $20.
Well, no, and this
is how kind of muscle we're flexing. I got duct tape and a Sharpie on a bottle in the studio.
Exactly. Austin, what were you saying?
I mean, the 2 bottles I listed, the Evan Williams was $20. The Rittenhouse is $25.99. If he wants to stay in that ramp up the flavor and ramp up the price equally, Uncle Joey will agree with this. Penelope Toasted,
yes. Like I think I listed one of the most expensive bottles with Watershed.
More flavor. There you go.
Austin was literally talking.
Austin, absolutely.
I thought it was done.
You, sir, enlightened me to the Penelope Toasted. I am still very gracious. I hoped you liked the bottle of Larceny Barrel Proof as well as I liked your Penelope, because I have since went and bought another bottle. It's a different char level and different proof, and I don't like it as well as the bottle you gave me. It's good, but the bottle you gave me, brother, that I don't want to finish it. It's like I want to drink it, but I don't.
Bring it to the studio.
All right, I will.
We'll finish it.
Okay. I knew you would say that. I was trying to get him to say fuck that, but I want to say right now, Dylan, that was the funniest thing that's ever happened on this podcast. You were so done with what Austin was saying.
When he said Penelope, when he said Penelope Toasted, I thought he was done.
Nope.
And he kept going. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna keep going too.
Yeah, Trav's a train wreck, but we love you both. It really wasn't Austin's fault. Actually, it's fucking Dylan's fault.
Every time, dude.
Mind your fucking business, Jason.
I love you, brother.
I hate you with Jason on the podcast.
I know, Uncle Joey. When Uncle Joey's called Jason on the podcast, I gotta all right.
Listen, when that's like hearing my mother say Anthony James Kevin Sturgeon.
Oh my God, Jason Allen Kendall used to run chills down my spine, brother. I know, from a 5-foot woman that would kick my ass.
Oh, dude, we all got it. My mom is a fiery woman, but I love her to death. Oh, hey, Mama, if you're watching, I love you. So, Uncle Joey.
Yes, sir. Dude, I love
this is better than the last one.
It's not better, Anthony, but it is equally as good.
No, it's better.
No, mine's better because I got more. I
smoked these longer. I smoked these.
Did you smoke these like yours?
Yes.
Flavor wise,
Yes.
they're it's just as good. But I'm telling you right now that this whiskey with this, I'm enjoying it.
So,
Like-
Dylan,
Tucker
I think
bourbon?
you owe
Or
Tucker
Tucker
an
whiskey?
apology.
Austin, yes sir.
What do you mean I owe Tucker an apology?
I'm just kidding. We all
Hold on, Austin.
we all said this stuff
I just want to
tasted.
clarify what.
Wait a second. Did you make it with the plastic bottle?
Yes.
Oh my God.
He didn't know, Anthony.
No, I'm not paying attention. I don't.
No, you kind of missed. You were busy, I think, doing comments and shit. Anthony made me make it with the plastic bottle, bro.
But I'm telling you now, like
All right,
you
so
said.
boys, hold on for a second. All right, here we go. Bring it back for a second, Austin.
Tucker Thompson,
So
Tucker Reds.
Dylan's dad got this bottle from a raffle. Okay,
we thought it was illegal.
We were sitting down here one time. We realized it was distilled, barreled, and bottled by Tuck and Reds. We didn't know what it was. That's where Uncle Joey went the other day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I asked him
Uh,
after that first one, Austin. I said, this flavor's terrible, but it's smooth.
It makes a great old
It's
fashioned.
so smooth.
So I wanted flavor to it. So make the old fashioned. Let's see how it is. And I'm going to stick with what I said originally. Uncle Joey said it's not better, but I'm going to stick with that. It is a better tasting, more smoky. I am enjoying this one more than I did the last
I
one.
will agree with you. I made this drink better, and so this bourbon is obviously not a bad bourbon because it actually doesn't taste bad in this drink.
But straight wise,
but
I
neat-
would rather have the
neat.
other one.
neat.
I mean,
this is not a bourbon you want to drink neat. We'll say that.
And I will admit,
Fair statement.
like you said earlier with your first old fashioned, Jason.
what do we make it with?
Old Barton's 86.
Old Barton's.
Very.
So he hit it on the
very
head
Old
perfect
Barton's.
with how long he smoked his. It gives that campfire smell, and it just falls into the flavor profile.
Yep.
And this knocks it out of the park with this one.
Yep.
Listen to me.
So, Tuck,
I tell him to shut the hell up for a second.
Shut up, Joey.
Uncle Joey,
Wait,
you make
cops are here.
it's not fair, Uncle Joey, because you make such a good old fashioned.
Thank you.
So this is unfair to judge all of them. But did you give me 2 shots of the Tuck and Red?
Yep.
I just enjoy this
I
one
can't-
more than the
I
Barton's.
can't tell there's 2 shots in this.
I think
neither can
listen,
I.
I think neat, this bourbon has flavor that isn't really represented well neat.
Yeah.
But in a cocktail, the flavors in this is represented perfect. Kudos, brother, once again.
I'm taking you to a an amateur old fuck that, a pro old fashioned seminar
So
or
Jason,
expedition.
you think you could get Tuck to let you make an old fashioned there?
You call it the Big Sturge
We could do that.
since
Listen,
you already got one.
Or
for Chris.
or the AAW?
the American and whiskey old fashioned.
The
You know what,
AAW old fashioned.
Tucker?
I think him and Tuck are cool like that, man.
Man, I just met the guy, so I don't know how cool we are. I just
He's
know
cool as shit. You
dude,
can
Tuck,
tell.
you in?
cool as shit. Handshake, smile.
You're either
and
in or
I
you're
felt
not.
like he was a friend right off the bat.
Tuck,
First time I ever
we're
met Austin, I knew I was in. Are you in or are you out?
Tuck, we're trying to promote your whiskey right here.
Tucker,
I think we got it.
yeah, this is a chocolate old fashioned is pretty damn tasty with your. Now, is that bourbon? Is that whiskey, Anthony? What does the bottle say?
I
This
think
is
it's
bourbon.
whiskey.
Okay, I didn't know what it
Oh,
was.
I'm sorry. Nope. Anthony is fucking it
Whiskey,
all up.
right?
This is Charlie's Cask 61 Reserve Straight Corn Whiskey. It's sitting at 40. So
Oh,
if
wait
it's
a minute.
40
So that's a
proof,
corn whiskey.
if
Yes.
it's 40 alcohol, that's 80 proof, right?
Yes.
So it's 80 proof.
Solid.
So
Solid mixer, Tuck.
I think this is the AAWOF.
Uh-oh. We got to see if he's got any more that we'll drink this. We will make every old fashioned from here out until the bottle is gone.
Dude, if he has this, I'll buy the rest out
Just for old fashions here.
just
Yeah.
for mixed beverages.
Yeah.
I think this would be good with Coke. What's going to happen tonight?
All right, Tucker.
So Austin, I know I can see you over there. Like, when are these guys going to shut the fuck up so I can say something?
Austin wants to talk.
Austin wants
Sorry,
to talk. Let the
Austin.
man talk.
All right, guys, go to bed.
I really didn't, but
I know, but that was
so
my
the
cue
only
to say
difference,
something.
We love you, Austin.
Maybe Tuck and Red, he puts it in a new oak barrel, and it changes from corn whiskey to corn bourbon. You know, that's the only difference there. If he's calling it corn whiskey, just put it in a new barrel. It can be bourbon.
Right.
Um,
Right.
So he ain't got to go too long to make a quote unquote bourbon there.
Oh, I know. I heard some things going on. That guy's wheels are spinning,
He's
man.
got stuff going on, man.
Tucker and Moonshiner Matt Brown, both of them guys, their wheels are spinning. They got ideas. They got plans. So, man, I hope that the best to them both, man. They're cool ass dudes. Thank you both.
Do we want to break down real fast? I know we're going on an hour, guys. I'm having a lot of fun, so I'm not rushing shit.
Oh, this is old style AAW right now.
Dylan's having a great time, dude. This is
no shot clock, no pitch clock.
There's absolutely no shot clock tonight.
Absolutely no fucking pitch clock.
And if anybody would like to,
all the game improvements.
Uncle Joey, what'd you say?
If any of these guys would like to join, Sean Rigsby, you're watching.
Bro.
If you're available, brother,
right now,
we can send you a Zoom, dude. Just join in, brother. We'd love to hear from you. Just what you're doing, bro. Come on.
Hop on, man. Let's see. Hey, Dan, I know Dan's always...
Dan Gray, Sean Rigsby, Chris Lewis, if any of you guys, man, want to jump on, come on.
Chris Lewis is my homeboy, so I hope
I love Chris, man. He is a genuine dude.
Sean said, "Hey, we're headed down with him down to release his moonshine down in Gatlinburg." So we're gonna make that happen for sure. So we're going on an hour here. I'm not ending anything. We'll see if anybody wants to hop on here.
And we can always break this into two
But
episodes.
what I do want to bring up is in August 25th through the 27th, we've got the Fart in the Bottle Festival coming up. Dan Gray with One Dog Entertainment decided to put on an absolute amazing time. We're going to have all kinds of people there, from moonshiners to bands to craft vendors to glass blowing expedition to, I mean, there's so much there. Plus, American Whiskey's going to be there.
Hey, Anthony,
we're live all 3 days.
Can you play that advertisement real quick?
I can do that.
Hey, guys, listen up to this real quick.
Yeah,
Big Sturge over here.
Our man is putting in work.
I sat here with him, I don't know for how many hours yesterday.
Holding his hand.
76 different takes.
No,
wiping his brow, holding his hand.
He needed his hand held multiple times
dude,
throughout the day.
I almost gave up, Uncle Joe, and he's like, dude, you can't, bro.
Dude, listen, I came over here, and Anthony laid down one of the best commercials I'd ever heard. But
There it is.
Can I say
the heartbreak?
Can I
do it?
Can I say it?
Yeah.
Say it.
All right.
I didn't forget. I just kind of forgot.
So listen. So Catfish Cooley, he didn't forget you. But I was sitting there listening to this commercial, and I was just going, all right, man, say Catfish's name. Say Catfish. We got to the very end of the commercial.
I didn't say it.
He forgot you, Catfish.
I didn't say it.
I said, Anthony.
And that was like take 70.
And I told him, Anthony, what did I tell you? I said, Anthony.
Dude, that was one of the best commercials I've ever heard. I'm proud of you. But, dude.
You forgot
Catfish. So here it is. This is, and I'm actually adding to this, Dan Gray. He's going to... He has so much going on right now. This festival is going to be
Dan,
huge.
when do you sleep?
He doesn't, dude.
He can't.
So
he's a robot.
Dan sleeps with his eyes open, brother.
We also have a longer commercial coming that's going to be a couple minutes, man. So
But guys, I just want to go silent real quick for this.
Come on out to the Fart in the Bottle Festival, August 25th through the 27th at Clinton County Fairgrounds, Wilmington, Ohio. We have so much to offer at this festival. The Moonshiners Master Distiller Boys will be there. The one and only Catfish Cooley will be the MC and playing some music. American Whiskey will be live all 3 days. Still Talking Podcast will be there. If you like live music, Friday night we have Enough's Enough, Eternal Frequency, Audience of Rain, Gunshine, and Wreaking Havoc. Saturday on the main stage we have Skinny Molly, Moccasin Creek, Freedom Road, Amy Sailor Band, Graveyard Mafia, and several others. Sunday, if you like country music or bluegrass, we have Sundown Band and the Buttermilk Biscuit Boys. Also, the original Popcorn Sutton still will be on display. Educational seminars for entrepreneurs who are interested in learning how to make their own beer, wine, and moonshine will be available throughout the festival. Fart in the Bottle Festival is accepting vendors. Don't forget moonshine, whiskey, beer tastings all 3 days. Fart in the Bottle Festival is on Facebook and Instagram, and you can find the link to the ticket site on our Facebook page. This festival is brought to you by the following: One Dog Entertainment, Bad Duck Entertainment, Clinton County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Wilmington's Eagles Post 1224, and Pabst Hilltop Distillery and Honey. And this ad was brought and recorded to you by Big Sturge with American Whiskey.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, Anthony, did I get a little bit of the intro beat in there. Like it felt like a little bit of that beat was going on. Like
No.
it wasn't it, but
it wasn't, but
it was the like
we're fucking rocking, baby. We're fucking rocking, man.
Elvis Presley.
What we got over here?
So
I'm working on something.
Real fast, guys. Real fast. We're gonna come back because I want to talk about the farm to bottle. We're good. I want to talk about this next segment. We're coming up here. We're going to end this one because I don't want everything to start lagging. Dylan's lagging right now, so we want to figure that out. So we're going to be back in 5 minutes. So don't go anywhere. We love you guys. Stick around.